this one moment, so we got it. Let me shoot my shot. Just let me shoot my shot. Turning it up, just let it rock. Sip this one moment, so we got it. Just let me shoot my shot. Let me shoot my.
Herzlich willkommen hier bei Fun&Joy Entertainment. Heute Game 4 der Western Conference Finals in der NBA2K26. Oklahoma City Thunder zu Gast bei San Antonio Spurs. In Form von meinem Kollegen Axel hier neben mir auf dem Sofa. Und ja, ich spiele Thunder, Shea und er spielt De'Aaron Fox. Point Guard spielen wir beide und los geht's. Bis gleich und viel Spaß.
The Western Conference Finals, Game 4. The Oklahoma City Thunder have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Is it time for their dreams to be realized? For their thirst to be quenched? Find out tonight as they do battle against the San Antonio Spurs. The quest for the best in the West continues. Coming up next.
Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. One team with its back against the wall. The other with a chance for a spot in the finals. Can it go to a Game 5? We'll have to see.
Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wallace. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot.
And it's Williams at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs,
filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5.
And it's Fox in at the 1 spot. You look at San Antonio.
So they're down 3-0 in this series, and these home fans hoping they can extend their season.
Yeah, and even if they can win tonight, I don't see a way they come back from 3-0. It's just too big of a hill to climb.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D,
and he's off on his first shot of the game.
And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They come into this one after losing on Sunday.
rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
A nice shot by Hartenstein.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
Here's Williams. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And I like how Williams immediately started getting back the other way, ready for the break.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Goes up off the inbound. Wembanyama finds Fox. It's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
If there's open space to be found in the mid-range area, Fox will get to it and hit the jumper.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. We talked about Jalen Williams and what he wanted to see from his team defensively against him. He told me we just have to be aware of where he is at all times. The second you lose sight of him, that's when he'll torch you. We all got to be on the same page. It seems like Williams will be a central focus for them tonight. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Here's Wembanyama after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. No good on the three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Out to Wallace. Back to SGA. And the dunk by SGA.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And we talk about Fox's speed, but he also has length. He's a factor there in the paint.
And so he makes both from the line. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Right side, Williams. And stolen by Vassell. Fox dishes to Barnes. Holmgren with the steal. Poked loose. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Here's Fox. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Spurs trail by 4. And it's Vassell in the corner. Pass to Castle. And here is Fox. Barnes kicks to Fox. Barnes passes to Fox. Wembanyama. The Thunder pull it in. This team has been cruising through these playoffs. Just one loss so far.
Yeah, they've ripped through the postseason thus far, arguably playing their best basketball of the season. That's what you want this time of year.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Dort's checked in. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Fox.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
SGA passes to Dort. That shot no good. Spurs trail by 5. Pass to Johnson. To the inside. Wembanyama. Great tee that time from Hartenstein. Outside, Dort. The kick out to Williams. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Dort.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
And the Spurs with possession. Back to Fox. It's stolen by Hartenstein. SGA with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. Inside. From down in the low post, it goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Oklahoma City?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas and attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Three-pointer, Fox. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
The Thunder leading by 3. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Holmgren gets the bucket.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
To the paint, here's Fox. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. 12 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for San Antonio. Harper comes in for De'Aaron Fox. Then for the Thunder, Alex Caruso comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Harper the pass to Johnson. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wembanyama's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Cornett kicks to Harper. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. The Thunder leading by 3. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bounce pass, Cornett. Shot from 16. Wembanyama, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Pass to Harper. Back to Wembanyama. Here's Harper. 6 to shoot. Back to Wembanyama. And count it from 19 feet away. Wembanyama's got 10 points in the game.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw plays with him.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Thunder lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Holmgren is out there with Williams. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in at the 2. And the Thunder making a change here.
Number 12.
The Thunder with the lead. Mitchell with it. Still scoreless. Caruso kicks to Holmgren. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And that 7-foot frame of Holmgren makes him so difficult to guard.
Jang, he's checked in for the Thunder. Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Pass to Cornette, and stolen by Jang. And here's the fast break. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
You want a high percentage take offensively, get it to Holmgren in that spot.
Spurs working the ball around now. And here's Harper from the arc. Trains the three-pointer. Harper's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Mitchell kicks to Dort. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Castle. Offensive rebound. Back to Harper. Now Cornette. Second chance shot. Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now Jang. He's covered by Cornette. Off target from three-point range. Spurs trail by 3. Johnson for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Oklahoma City. To the middle. Wants to get it to Holmgren and does.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Some changes here for the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Kelly Olynyk, and it's Vassell in for Harper. Jalen Williams is checked in for the Thunder. Jason Wallace comes in for Alex Caruso. And the basket by Castle.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Mitchell against Castle. And stolen by Castle. To the paint. Wembanyama up high, down hard.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Back to Mitchell. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see. And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
For San Antonio, they've hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Now, here's Mitchell. And stolen by Wembanyama. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And the shot is good. And it's a 6-point San Antonio lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Over in the corner, Dort. Outside Williams. Pass to Mitchell. 3-pointer. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Now, Castle. Wembanyama finds Vassell. Now, Castle. Inside. Here's Wembanyama. And the Spurs scoring again.
I'm not sure how defenders are supposed to guard Wembanyama without making contact.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Thunder trailing by 5.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Williams kicks to Dort. Here's Mitchell. It's blocked.
One of the most unique prospects the game has ever seen. Wembanyama's height and versatility make him a generational talent. Talk about timing. That lead pass was right on cue.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Back to Wembanyama. Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama, a screen on Dort. And here's Vassell from the arc. Jacks up a three. Castle finds Wembanyama. Just 5 on the clock. Goes back up. Wembanyama, deadly inside.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Thunder trailing by 9. For 3, Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Fox, he's checked in for San Antonio. And then for Oklahoma City, Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for Holmgren. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Mitchell.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Williams can't hit.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Johnson dishes to Fox. Over Wallace. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Shoots over Fox. And they recover it. Dort with a screen for Williams. SGA with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. San Antonio leading by 9. Pulls it up. San Antonio again missing. Here comes Shea. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And you really have to appreciate the steady effort of Gilgeous-Alexander. The game looks like it comes easy to him, but he is one of the hardest workers on the floor.
A different look now for San Antonio. Harrison Barnes comes in for Luke Cornett. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Johnson. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. And it's Chet Holmgren in for Dort.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
For Oklahoma City, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And Jalen Williams' game is unique. His combination of power and finesse, you don't see that many with that skill set.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 12. Kicks it out to Holmgren. And it's off from three-point range. Fox passes to Wembanyama. That one goes. Count it. Wembanyama has got 21 in the game.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Pass to Holmgren. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to 6 points. That one good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Wallace finds Gilgeous-Alexander. From distance, Shea puts it through.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Back from outside. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Holmgren gets the bucket. 23 seconds left to play in the first half. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Here's Fox. SGA defending. Outside for Wembanyama. A pass to Fox. Good good on the triple. Fox has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back to the action in just a minute.
Thanks for joining our halftime broadcast here in Game 4, where it's been a strong start for the San Antonio Spurs.
We knew this one wouldn't be easy. Their backs against the wall. I think they're playing well at home, but they're up against a tough team.
What I like is they really seem to believe in themselves. They could have come in deflated, but listen, they're coming out swinging.
Taking a look at the Spurs. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Final. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
Thunder trailing by 6. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. And it's Fox in at point guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Fires from 14. Here's Hartenstein. Here's Wallace. Knocks it loose. And a wide open look for SGA. No good from outside.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
And it's clear the defense has no answer for Wembanyama. And until they do, keep getting him the ball.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
Pass to Castle. Back to Vassell. Knocks down the 3-ball. Vassell's got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs.
And Vassell's jumper continues to evolve and improve. He's a real threat off the catch.
And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Here's Holmgren. He's got 13. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Vassell. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 5 assists in the game.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Pass to Williams. From deep, SGA. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And this is what we're used to seeing from SGA. The guy can just take over.
Fox, no good.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
A pass to Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. Barnes dishes to Fox. Here's Castle. Barnes outside. Shot clock at 6. Trying to find Fox. Gets it to him. Yep, that one goes in there.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Now, here's Holmgren. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
It's taken away by Wallace. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Fox with it. Now SGA defending. Thunder trailing by 5. Wallace kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Another miss by SGA. The Spurs have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Good work there as it goes.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And so it's SGA with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Thunder have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. First free throw is good.
At the line for the Thunder, Isaiah Hartenstein. 2 shots.
That one is no good. Spurs leading by 6. The wide open look here for Fox. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 4 assists now tonight.
The consistency might not be elite, but still, Fox is a legitimate three-point threat.
Now, here's Holmgren. 13 points in the game. Screen by Hartenstein. Just 4 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Barnes can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 9. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City moving it around for the 3. A rebound by the Spurs.
Well, I can guarantee his coach isn't happy with his production this quarter. He's hurting their offense right now with all the shots he's missed.
Johnson's checked in for Vassell. Dort, he's checked in for the Thunder. Fox from outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And blocked by Holmgren. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
Well, the defense has not been able to slow him down inside. And until they offer some sort of resistance, just keep feeding him the ball. Well, he's making a concerted effort to use the three-point shot here in the second half. Only 1 in the first, 3 since the break.
Castle, no one around him. Dort grabs the miss.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Williams with a clean look. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And stretching the D out to the sidelines, Williams.
3-pointer, Fox. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. In close, it's Gilgeous-Alexander.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Barnes outside. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
SGA finds Dort. From deep, SGA. And the Thunder another 3.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Castle with it. Williams picks him up. Pass to Johnson. Back to Fox. It's deflected. Here's Hartenstein. Covered by Barnes. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Spurs. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Barnes. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Alex Caruso comes in for Jalen Williams. Now Dort, following De'Aaron Fox's 3-point attempt. Pass to Johnson. Looking for Cornett, he gets it there. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game. Fox Wallace against Gilgeous Alexander. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got his 4th rebound in this one. Fox finds Johnson. Now here's Olynyk. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. It's stolen by SGA. Holmgren left side. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Gilgeous Alexander kicks to Caruso. And a miss there on the triple. And that's it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the 4th. It's the Thunder. They lead by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Mason Wallace is out there with Mitchell. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. Here's Mitchell after the basket by San Antonio. Wallace outside. On the wing. The 3. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Wallace. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
On the wing, Mitchell. On the 3 off target.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
The Spurs shooting at 51%. Really solid. Williams against Harper. Mitchell outside. Down low. It's tipped, and he's able to get it back.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
For 3, Vassell, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Now, here's Mitchell. Rebounded by the Spurs. Cornette's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Johnson kicks to Harper. Pass to Cornette to tie it up. That falls. Nice speed that time from Harper. Harper's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Mitchell. From the wing. San Antonio with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Wembanyama. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wembanyama's got 27 points.
Well, that's what they're looking for. Get Wembanyama inside, and his height is impossible to deal with.
Williams a screen on Harper. Wallace outside. For 3, Mitchell. Vassell grabs the board.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going. But this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And some changes here for the Spurs. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Castle comes in for Johnson. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Harper. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chad Holmgren comes in for Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Mark Dagnall had some words for his team over the last break. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
Well, over the course of his career, Fox has improved his free throw shooting. Much more reliable at the line now.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And you also have to applaud how they attack the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
He misses the free throw.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
And he ends up missing both free throws.
Well, that's a rarity for him, not being able to cash in on the trip to the line.
Thunder trailing by 4. Outside, Dort. Hartenstein passes to SGA. And here is Dort. 5 on the clock. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Spurs passing it around. Castle finds Fox. Castle with it. Dort covering. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And Cornette gets it to go.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox. Holmgren with a screen on Fox. Gilgeous-Alexander. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive, but he can't do it all by himself.
And the Spurs making a change here. Wembanyama is checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Williams, he's checked in for Dort. Now, here's Fox. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. A moment for an injury report.
Thanks. I just talked with Oklahoma City's head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. To have an injury happen in the conference finals is never ideal, but all signs point to him being able to continue playing. So let's see if he's able to power through it.
Thanks for the status report there, Allie. Guys, it doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly. Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
To tie it up. Rugged finish from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
Fox. The three is off.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
With the drive and the rejection by Holmgren.
Airtight rim protection from Holmgren, using his length beautifully.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Here is Wembanyama. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
You gotta love seeing Wembanyama get assertive in an important moment.
Fox against SGA. Knocks down the three.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
And stolen by Vassell. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his third foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Here is Wembanyama. And there's the dunk.
Well, with his size, Wembanyama is the ideal option in close situations. Wembanyama will get a clean look.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Williams. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
Now, SGA. Harrison Barnes missing on the three. The three doesn't go. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Yeah, they need everything to break their way at this point if they're going to rally back.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Now Holmgren puts up the three. A three-pointer. Good.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And only one choice here. They need a three. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot three if they hope to tie it.
And so the Oklahoma City Thunder take the series and will continue.
Well, you have to give them a lot of credit. It's very difficult to make it out of this conference, but they fought hard and earned their title of Western Conference champion.
They have battled their way to this point of the season, and now only one team stands between them and the NBA championship.
Yeah, they know the job's not done. The finals should be their toughest test yet. A lot of preparation to do before game one.
Absolutely. But for now, they're going to celebrate and enjoy being the best in the West. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. And so long, everyone.
Ja, OKC Thunder. Von mir gespielt hier, klar gewonnen, oder na, klar nicht gewonnen, aber ziemlich spannendes Spiel zum Ende hin und Western Conference Finals Champions sozusagen aus dem Westen. Die Besten im Westen sind OKC. Und ja, in diesem Fall viel Spaß und bei der echten NBA, bei jedem zukünftigen Streams und hier natürlich wie immer noch der Spielbericht. Ach nee, der Teamvergleich. Hier ist der Teamvergleich. Viel Spaß und bis bald.